So my name's Remmo. I'm Remmo Beerepoot, it's my surname. So I have a business called Luca Nougat, and we make nougat, so 6 different flavours at the moment. And we've only just started literally about 3 months ago.
Very nice. What flavours?
Leatherwood is the traditional one, so that's featuring Tasmanian leatherwood honey. And there's pistachio, raspberry, hazelnut, pear, which is made with walnuts, and then an apricot one. So 6 different, yeah.
I imagine it was an excellent time creating them. I can just imagine taste testing and tweaking. It's possibly stressful.
Yeah.
Time consuming.
It is time consuming. But I've done it for a while.
Yeah.
I do have a bit of experience with making nougat, so I've been making nougat for quite a few years.
Okay.
As part of another business venture that we had.
Yeah. Can you talk a bit about the history of how you've got to
nougat? I can. So basically my family started Melita Honey Farm in Chudley back in 2001, and we were there, I think that's about 24, 25 years ago now, right? One of the products that we really made that was really successful was our honey ice cream, which we made with fresh milk, cream, honey and eggs, but you only use the egg yolks when making ice cream. So when we started, we were using fresh eggs and we're just cracking them by the hundreds, right? And having all these egg whites left over, and then going, what on earth do we do with these egg whites? And I had no idea. There's only so much pavlova you can make, right? And it just wasn't really our thing. So we just threw them down the drain every day, just bucket loads of egg whites. It felt really bad, it was really wasteful. But then, we did that for a while. We just constantly, like my dad was just thinking, he was a foodie type person with the brains behind it, and he was like thinking, there's got to be something else we can do, but nothing was gelling. And we went to France on a family holiday, and we took a wrong turn and ended up in this town called Mont-la-Mar. And Mont-la-Mar is the world capital of nougat. It's just insane. There's like nougat just everywhere, like in the service station, in the shops, in the piled high up in the windows and everything. So we were just looking at it going, and then my dad just goes, light bulb, this is it, egg whites, honey, nougat. And so when we came home from our holiday, Dad got to work in the kitchen, started making lots of test batches, had a few failures, gave up a couple of times, got back to it, and so that was the start. And from there it's just grown. We sold the honey farm a few years ago, and I've always had this idea that if I wanted to start something else, I'd go into the nougat production. This year, or last year now, isn't it, 2025, was the year that we decided we're going to go and build ourselves a production space. I went to Italy and got some more training with regards to nougat production, just to hone the skills a bit and just to refine my recipe. So still using my dad's sort of foundational recipe, but now tweaked it a bit so I went to a multi-generational nougat place there in Italy, and I got some really good advice and got the recipe all.
You're learning from the best, absolutely key to making a great product.
So that was all of last year basically, just building the kitchen, buying the machines that we need for nougat production, getting the additional training, obviously doing all the design work with the packaging and making the test batches of the different flavours, and off we go.
Without going into specifics, it's based in Westbury?
Yes, we're based here in Westbury. We basically, when I decided to start up another business, I wanted something I could just manage with myself, with the family if needs there. So it's a lifestyle as well. I don't really envisage this becoming like a big multi-million-dollar nougat empire. It's not what I want to do. I want to stay artisan, like crafts, just smaller Tasmanian scale. I really like the idea of working with Tasmanian ingredients and just bringing something different to the market. So just from home or close to home, and then just lifestyle, because it's a beautiful part of the world to live.
Absolutely. I have very little knowledge of how nougat is made. Can you provide a rough idea of what it looks like?
So nougat has a few core ingredients, basically honey, glucose, sugar and egg whites. The basics of it. So it's basically just you cook up your honey, your sugars, like making a caramel type thing, and then you whip it all together with the egg whites. As you whip egg whites, they increase in volume. So
Makes
then
it lighter.
It makes it lighter, and you get this light, fluffy. It's not marshmallow. You get a light, fluffy mass of nougat, and then when that's cooked for a particular length of time, you add your nuts and your dried fruit to it. And then from there, you have it. So basically there's a special cooker that cooks the whole batch, and then you transfer it into moulds, allow it to cool down, cut them up,
Yes.
pack them. Yeah,
Okay.
so
It's
there's
quite
a few
involved.
different, quite a few steps. It takes several hours to make a batch of nougat, yeah.
I'm curious to know, obviously you've got 6 flavours at the moment,
Yeah.
and you may have more in the future, but is there anything that you've tried that just didn't work?
No, not yet. No,
Okay.
thank goodness for that. I've had a few batches go bad on me, which you expect when you're redeveloping your recipes, and like batches that go too soft or sticky and all that, not the right texture or consistency. But thankfully, nothing that's gone bad. You know, you can do a lot of things with nougat. We think of it as being a sweet, but I was in France when I went to Italy. We stopped in France as well, and got chatting to a nougat producer there, and he did one with olives, like black olives.
Okay.
And I just thought, when I first thought about it, I just thought, nah, that's just wrong.
Yeah.
But that's actually really quite interesting. It's the combination of salty.
Absolutely.
And sweet. It's one big adventure, really. It's just like you can just. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to do an olive nougat, but
were you able to try some?
I did try some, yeah.
What did you do?
It was beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely beautiful. Yeah, there's perspective there to push the boundaries.
There's so many things you could try once you open that door, and I never would have thought I was.
No,
But there you go.
but there you go, something different.
Sounds like something that you might.
They
get
probably
into.
only have a very small market, just and a real small defined niche. But yeah, anyway, look, who knows? Who knows? One day when I'm having a bit of fun, I'll just test something out.
What are some of the memorable moments that you've had so far? Obviously, it's been a relatively short time.
It has been. Look, it's been ups and downs, of course, building. You've got a particular idea, you've got a plan. We moved to Westbury probably about 3 years ago now, and so I had the vision to create the production space when we bought the property. So it's been fun actually now finally realising that vision that we had 3 years ago. That's been fun. Travelling to Italy was a lot of fun, obviously. Who doesn't like a bit of an overseas trip? Buying new equipment is incredibly fun, even though it's spending a bit of money, but yeah, just...
Was that difficult? I imagine. Did you buy it in Europe in terms of language challenges or anything like that?
No, English. They speak English. Some of them do. So obviously, there's a bit of. I had one guy that didn't speak a word of English, so that was interesting. I don't speak a word of Italian, but yeah, we had another person there to do the translating. But yeah, no, it was just great to connect with some people over in Italy that have been making nougat, which is just totally in their lifeblood. You know, so it was when my dad first started making nougat. My dad had a food background, so he had his own restaurants and all that kind of stuff. So he was a bit familiar with food, but wasn't familiar with actually making nougat and how to go about it. He had a good recipe at the end, but he always said to me, he said, if you ever get a chance to actually talk to someone that actually knows what they're doing, you should go and grab it. Yeah, that was really good, just to be able to just talk to some people over in the homeland of nougat, really, because that's where it comes from. Italy, France, Persia, the origins of the sort of the home ground of nougat. So just to go there and talk to people that have been making it for 3-4 generations, which is really great.
And I guess learning early off other people, it saves you making mistakes, but hopefully it sort of saves that. But
it's just allowed me to, because I think we made nougat probably from about 2010 onwards, right? And I think it's just you do a lot of things like yourself, and you think you're doing stuff pretty good, and you're efficient, and all that kind of thing. But when you actually broaden those horizons a bit and go to people that actually have done this for like generations, you just see different, just little things that in themselves seem really insignificant, but you go, just all of a sudden these pennies just start dropping.
Yeah.
And it just makes the whole workflow a lot more enjoyable. Yeah. So
how have you found working with food? The process with council and whatnot gone relatively smoothly?
Relatively, yeah. The process of, there's always bureaucracy, right? And no one likes bureaucracy. I don't understand it. Maybe it's not meant to be understood, certain aspects of it. That was, I think, everyone gets frustrated with trying to wade through all the paperwork and the fees here, left and centre, and yeah. Anyway, we got through it.
Yeah.
We got the build done. Once the whole bureaucracy was done, the build went. I think it was about 8 months of paperwork and a few weeks of building. It was all good to go. That's behind us now, and look, council, they're quite supportive of what we're doing, so that's great.
That's good.
And I think it's just, when it's full steam ahead now, there's nothing really, holding us back.
You're selling wholesale?
Yes.
Where do people buy? But how do they get your product?
Yeah, so basically here in the Meander Valley, we've got Little Marnie's in Westbury, they stock our products. The Deloraine Providore in Deloraine stocks it, Ashgrove stocks it as well. We're also found in Hill Street Grocers, the higher end sort of delicatessens like Trevallen Grocer, Alps and Amici, and the smaller ones like in Penguin, there's the deli there in Penguin. We've pretty much tried to cover Tassie, but we'll find new places to pop our products. We're at the airports as well.
Yeah.
So just like I said, it was a mad thing to try and get everything ready, because Christmas is traditionally, of course, nougat season. But now it's slowly and surely we're just going to start getting the product out into different stores in Tassie. Yeah, so that's the next fun part.
Do you see potentially selling direct to customers?
We do have an online store on our website that we have, so people can order. There's that avenue to order online. We may do markets just as they come.
Get the name out there as well.
Yeah. So whether they're like farmers markets or just maybe just seasonal sort of Christmas type markets and things like that.
Yeah.
We may do that. So we're just going to see exactly how things develop, I suppose. So the focus has been on obviously getting the product ready. Now the focus is on getting some key sort of customers, like the wholesale customers in Tassie, and then from there we'll develop the direct sort of customer to customer market as well. So
what's your favourite part of the Meander Valley?
It's my favourite part, Westbury. Seriously, what's my favourite? I just love the fact that here in Westbury you're in the country, but you're also very close to town. Like Launceston's only half an hour away. Having grown up not grown up, I've spent a lot of time in Mole Creek, the 20 odd years or so that we've been here. Yeah, that was good. Mole Creek's a very nice part of the world. Business was there at the time, so it made sense. But I found it quite isolating, and that's the beauty of Westbury. It's just half an hour into, and Hobart's only 2.5, 3 hours away. So and yet you've still got the mountains and you've got everything that you can do out there. Hope to get into some more bushwalking and that kind of stuff at some stage. But it's all that's what I just like, the mix, the country, town.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah, best of both worlds.